Hello and welcome. Let's start with Africa's regional powerhouse, South Africa. The country is looking to improve deteriorating ties with the US. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has touched down in Washington on a high-stakes diplomatic mission to reset ties with the United States. The visit comes at a time when relations between Pretoria and Washington have sharply deteriorated since Donald Trump took office. Ramaphosa landed on Monday, accompanied by 4 key cabinet ministers, including those for trade, agriculture and foreign affairs. A face-to-face meeting with President Trump at the White House is scheduled for Wednesday. Ramaphosa's main goal is to safeguard South Africa's trade ties with the US and to reframe the economic partnership between the two countries. Ramaphosa's office calls the visit an effort to reset and revitalize bilateral relations. The immediate concerns are Trump's trade tariffs, including a proposed 31% levy on South African imports. Although temporarily paused, these tariffs have sent shockwaves through local industries. South Africa's Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen warns that massive job losses could follow if the tariffs are implemented. At the heart of the trade debate is AGOA, or the African Growth and Opportunity Act. It allows duty-free access for some African exports, but the agreement faces uncertain renewal this September. Steenhuisen says losing AGOA would be devastating for farmers and workers. With unemployment in South Africa hovering around 32%, Ramaphosa is under pressure to deliver economic relief and new jobs. The president is also expected to push back against a controversial narrative rejecting claims of a white genocide in South Africa. The US recently welcomed a group of Afrikaners as refugees, accusing South Africa of subjugating and discriminating against them.
I think that from all evidence, the farmers in South Africa are being treated brutally, and it's been reported and nobody wants to cover it, but they happen to be white, and if they were black, I'd do the exact same thing. And we treat people very well when we see there's a genocide going on. So if it's a genocide, that's terrible, and I happen to believe it could very well be. South Africa is out of control, and it's been out of control for a long time.
Trump's remarks further amplified that white genocide theory that has been widely debunked. Also on Ramaphosa's agenda is a personal invitation to Trump. Ramaphosa will be urging him to attend the G20 summit in Johannesburg this November, an event the US Commander-in-Chief has threatened to skip. For Ramaphosa, this is more than a diplomatic visit. It's an attempt to defend jobs and to reassure investors and reset a strained alliance with one of South Africa's biggest trading partners. Now, for more on this, we have with us Dr. Charles Sincala, an international relations expert, joining us live from Johannesburg. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for having me.
Now, Doctor, how crucial is this visit for South Africa's trade future, particularly in the context of maintaining AGOA benefits under a protectionist US administration?
This visit is very significant in the sense that it's not only that we look at the South Africa's prejudice in terms of if the relationship can go otherwise, but also we must also consider the United States' relationship with South Africa if the relationship does not go in the way that it's supposed to go. It is very important that when nations such as America has issues that needs to be ironed out in terms of information and for the past couple of months. I think also this visit, also it's a follow-up visit, although the presidency in the United States of America has changed, but we can recall very well that President Cyril Ramaphosa had a very heated meeting with former President Joe Biden, South Africa had deposited the case against Israel rather than supporting the ones that the United States is supporting. You know, these are differences in terms of also trade wars and trade benefits that has been done, notwithstanding the fact that you've also mentioned AGOA, which not only South Africa benefits, but the United States of America as well benefit equally.
Right. And what impact do you think President Ramaphosa's efforts to counter the white genocide narrative will have on US-South Africa diplomatic relations, especially following the Trump administration's engagement with the Afrikaner group?
Yeah, I think it is very important that the two heads of states of government meet. You know, there has been so much disinformation by those peddlers who would like the two countries to remain at war, at loggerheads, to have diplomatic spat. I think a one-on-one meeting will clarify that South Africa's position, always a position of a very good arrangement, where they respect the sovereignty of other nations, and as well they respect the importance of having bilateral relationships with the United States of America, to the sense that yes, there have been people who have been saying it's white genocide which has been happening in South Africa. Apologies for that. But also we need to understand that there's just a small section of people who has also clarified that they are not running away from South Africa. It has been internal issues that has been also been discussed at length with especially the Agriculture Minister, John Stesen.
All right. Doctor, thank you very much. We'll leave it there. Thank you for being with us on Firstpost Africa.
At Firstpost, we are choosing to hold on to accuracy. That means we won't always be first. We may not get you your breaking alert, but what you will get is what we owe you, and that is the truth. Verified, checked, and cross-checked. We rely on sources and verified ones. After all, that's what separates a journalist from a loudspeaker. But sometimes even we miss a beat, and when we do, we will tell you. Like yesterday, we ran visuals from a registered news agency. That visual turned out to be fake, so we are taking accountability. And from now on, we will cite the source of every visual, every picture, every video that you see on Firstpost will have a source mentioned. That is our commitment to you. We will wait, we will verify, we will ask again, and only then will we tell you. No noise, no panic, just the facts. Because right now, that is what the country needs most.